Good afternoon. My name is Jerri McMillian. I'm from Essex. I find the suggestion that I must maintain an insurance policy in order to exercise my constitutional right offensive enough. But to have the failure to maintain such insurance be deemed a Class A misdemeanor is beyond the pale. Really? This is right up there with assault in the 3rd degree, threatening in the 2nd degree, sexual assault in the 4th degree, criminal trespassing in the 1st degree, larceny in the 4th degree, a violation of protective order. Really? The failure to maintain an insurance policy rises to this level of public threat? Those charged with Class A misdemeanor will serve up to a year in jail with up to $2,000 in fines. Seriously? The failure to maintain an insurance policy rises to this level? You are aware, I'm sure, that the Connecticut law that addresses self-defense and defense of others generally applies without regard to the tool used. FBI statistics indicate that fully 87% of very serious rape, robbery, and assaults had nothing to do whatsoever with firearms. Will you next be suggesting that knives and bats be registered and insured? I'm only halfway through, so I'll just go to my concluding one, and then if you have any questions, I can go back into this.
Please.
But what's really behind the call for liability insurance is the natural urge to make it harder for people to own guns. Such a law might do some good if it made dishonest and violent people less likely to own guns, but liability insurance makes gun ownership more expensive for honest, law-abiding people, while encouraging dishonest and dangerous people to own guns in ways we cannot see. Open for questions.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And I just want to remind you and everybody in the room that we have everybody's testimony. It goes into the record and it gets posted on the CGA website too. And I think the search engines are all hooked up to it also. So have no fear of that. But we do have everybody's testimony. Are there any questions? Representative Simpson.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just really wanted to thank you for coming up. Jerri, again, I know you've been here a few times recently as well, and I think it's unfortunate that you've got to come to the Capitol several times in 1 month to protect your freedoms, and I think it's shameful. But it's shameful that you'd have to come to the Capitol to protect your rights multiple times in 1 month, Representative. Anyway, I'll let it go at that. But I wanted to thank you for your testimony. I think it's testimony, Jerri. I think it's great that you brought up the extravagant penalty that's associated with this proposed bill, and also the way that you kind of painted a picture that somehow we're singling out law-abiding citizens here without addressing criminals in any way, shape, or form. And there almost seems to be this subcurrent among a lot of the proposed bills that says that law-abiding gun owners are just criminals waiting to happen. And I couldn't disagree with that more, and that's one of the things that I find most offensive. But thank you, Jerri.
Well, just because there is kind of an opening there as a question, if you lifted your voice at the end, okay. The funny thing is that if you stop and think about it, those of us who are law-abiding gun owners have had to go through a process that will already establish that we are law-abiding, and probably, therefore, more so than the balance of the universe. Perhaps we should be looking for discounts on our insurance because we are so law-abiding. Thanks.
Well, hopefully the marketplace will pick that sort of stuff up to your benefit. And I just want to, this is a public hearing. Colleagues, members of the public bring up this concept in this bill. What happens from here, I don't know. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to become law, but this is a public hearing where people speak up of it, and we give everybody the benefit of that process. So thank you very much.
You bet. Thanks.